That's better. Okay, so the second game of the night is Stellar Tactics. Now, this game, it got sent to me out of the blue by a small developer, and I was astonished to find this game not only has a one developer team, it has been in development for over 10 years. So this is a passion project by a single developer. I went in having very low expectations, but I came out actually thoroughly enjoying the game. So much so that I was astonished that this game hasn't had more coverage. And you know, even though the developer sent it to me out of the blue, I thought it'd be a nice little pick for a game that's a bit quirky, a bit out there. It's a really interesting take on an open world space RPG, and it takes the isometric turn-based RPG formula and applies it in this giant open sandbox galaxy where you're not only taking part in ground missions, but you can also fly around the universe. You can trade, you can fight, you can operate a fighter, you can run a freighter. I haven't played a game with this much freedom since playing a flight sim called X4, and I really didn't expect to enjoy the game as much as I did. So I had to show you this game. Now I am going to. I think this is where I was up to. I was about to complete a very nasty mission, and I've been playing this game for about I think about 6 hours so far, maybe more. I actually had a couple of different runs. I tried a few different ways of playing the game, and I kind of like the merchant class the best. You can be a mercenary, you can be a fighter, or you can be a merchant, or you can have any combination. You're very free to do whatever you want. And while there is a skill tree, you learn skills dynamically. I'm going to show you what that means. Now, this will look very familiar to anyone who's played any isometric RPG like Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter Nights. It's much the same. It's all focused around exploration of this giant sandbox galaxy, and just trying to make money and survive. There is the current situation that we're in is I'm a merchant, and I've just started off. I've done around half a dozen missions, and a couple of dozen less than legal missions, and I've earned a fair bit of money, and I built out a pretty big crew. They're well armed. We've got some very nice gear, but I'm trying to take on contract to become a smuggler for one of the larger houses. So I'm going to have a chat to Herzog here, because we want to leave this sector, but to do that I need a faster than light drive. So we're going to ask about buying one. He has a problem with his mine, and we have to go to the mine and have to clean it out. There's a bunch of mutants that have invaded the mine, and we have to go down there and we have to go and clear it out for him. So let's go do that. Oh, it's a bit on the loud side, this game. I didn't realise. I might just. Let me just alter those settings once more. That's a bit better. Now, yeah, you wouldn't expect to see this in a game like this, would you? I was definitely surprised. I was expecting the entirety of the game to be ground-based, but no. You have a ship, you can fly around, you can take on missions, you can fight, you can trade, you can do a bunch of different stuff. You can make money however you want. Combat is a big part of the game, and what I really like in it is there isn't any kind of overpowered classes, and the key to success I've found is having a really good mix of members in your squad. So as you go and hire mercenaries, you need to keep an eye on one, what other people they work well with, two, their preferred fighting style, and the gear they're going to need. So it's nice to have someone that is a gunslinger, someone skilled in light firearms, heavy firearms. My main character, me, I'm a melee attack enthusiast. Given I'm the squad leader, I always seem to find myself getting into scraps. So we're going to scan the planet here and see what is available on Archimedes. We only have one spot to land in, so we're going to do that now. Now, don't let this game. The reason why I put this in tonight's stream is because a lot of people look at the game, they look at the graphics, and then they're like, "Well, I could be playing Pathfinder, or I could be playing Rogue Trader, I could be playing Darkest Dungeon." And yes, I know the game. It has a very old interface, and the graphics are not the most pretty that are out there, but the fact that this game has this level of depth for essentially a game about a basic space exploration game is very surprising to me. I didn't expect to enjoy the game as much as I did. Now, this is kind of where I got smoked last time. So I actually left this mission and I'm coming back because I have some new upgrades. So we're going to check out what those upgrades are. Wow, okay, yep. They seem to be quite effective. Very nice. So I'm currently using good old-fashioned broadsword. I've got my homie here, Mr. Bobbles. He's got a automatic rifle, which is oh, it's a single shot rifle. That's okay. It's going to do the job real well. See if we can go for a torso shot. Bobbles, he's right in front of you, mate. Making me look bad here. Take this. Okay, so Bobbles finished him off. I'm going to use his defensive skill. He's got an energy shield just to soak up any damage. This guy decides to take a swing. Over here we've got Brax. He's rocking a shotgun, so we're going to test that bad boy out. Yeah, it's not as effective as the other weapons. And finally, our other member, good old Keg with her SMG. Okay, yeah, the upgrades on weapons really helped. These mutants I could barely fight, and we are rolling them up and smoking them right now. I also brought a selection of party favors in case the battle gets a little bit difficult, which we can break out if we get heavily outnumbered. Ah, he was hiding behind the boards there. Nice try, homie. Okay, you know what to do. Oh, so this I kind of lied about this sword. It does have a few upgrades. It's actually got a lightning upgrade, so it's basically a Warhammer 40k style lightning sword. Very powerful. Bobbles, I am going to confiscate his rifle because he doesn't seem to be doing a very good job with it at the moment. Let's use a defend action, and then Kerrigan's apps. The machine gun. Where is it? Let's see if we've got the. No, she's rocking a regular SMG. So not that it matters. It's absolutely tearing him up. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, running of AP. Okay, that's all right. Bubbles, come on. You're making me look bad. Okay, we can see that these guys are not happy with the oxygen scrubbers. This mine was a very large mineral mine, and the miners have disappeared. We've lost contact with them. We don't know what's going on, and we're here to investigate. But as we'll find out, things are not what they seem. Now, I could start using some of my bigger toys, but I don't think I'm going to need to for this one. But what I might do is, because I want to make sure that we're going to... We're going to sort this out right quick. We're going to drop a gas bomb. Oh, this is one of my special toys I bought with me. Yeah, gas grenades, though, work really well against these guys. They have a low tolerance to gas. Okay, you can see the gas has done its job. He's nearly dead. I'm not even going to waste ammo on him, although... Oh, okay, maybe I will. Swap to single. One shot on to do the trick. Beautiful. Let's move up. Get her into position. As you can see, the poison absolutely decimated them, although Mr. Bobbles, his shield's starting to crack under all of the hits. These guys are now within... Very nice. I just upgraded my two-handed sword. 5% damage and 5% bonus to armor class. Hell yeah. Let my sword do the talking. Now, Bobbles does take a penalty when enemies are within a certain range. It's, obviously the rifle is not meant for short range fighting. Oh, Mr. Bobbles, you're not looking too healthy. We need to end this fight real quick. Ooh. Now, if we're in a mid-fight, I do have medical kits and some other stuff as well, but Mr. Bobbles will heal over time. All of my crew are genetically engineered, so we're not essentially human. We're humanish. So I'm just going to chill here and wait for Mr. Bobbles to regain his health. In the meantime, let's have a bit of a look and see if the other crew are rocking the best gear. If I picked up anything, that is a rocket launcher. Would be nice, but I don't have anyone with a huge specialty in heavy firearms. Although, let's have a look. Now, this is what I wanted to show you. This is the dynamic leveling of characters. Even though you select a level or a particular skill for a character, the more a character does something, for example, medical skills or hacking or crafting, the more that this skill will go up over time. And even though some characters have a bonus in some skills, you can essentially build your character any way you want. So, for example, I've been using two-handed weapons. You can see very rapidly going up in those. I've also been doing a bit of hacking and some repair as well. Being the captain of the ship, I tend to do a lot of technical jobs as well. Mr. Bubbles has kind of fallen into the role of our engineer slash medic. He's getting a lot of points in first aid and hacking, first aid and crafting. A bite-sized goat's become a not too bad in first aid, although she's kind of mainly into a support role with her submachine gun. And Brax does have some abilities in shotguns. He's been mainly using the shotgun and the pistol. So, yeah, really, really cool way that the leveling system works in this game. Also, gear will break down over time, so you do want to check your gear. You can see this is kind of dinged up, this helmet. I think this will make it to the end of the mission. Yeah. I mean, I could repair these, but I want to try and make sure I'm not... it's very expensive to repair them constantly, so our gear's in okay state. We'll finish this mission out, and then I will do a full repair. Go up against some spiders. These guys are actually really nasty in the early game, but now I've leveled up a fair bit. I think this is going to be a bit of a cakewalk. Yeah, there you go. Mr. Bobbles, you're really disappointing me here. It's a very nice rifle I gave you, and you're not making very good use of it. Okay, let's see if bite-sized goat can... There we go. Savage. Okay, let's go get some gear. Oh, we've got a few people on us now. Now, I could go using grenades or explosives, but honestly, these guys, not worth wasting the resources on. We can just, we can mow them down. I can use the taunt skill to make sure they attack me. Oh, and Bobbles is at the perfect distance to make good use of that rifle. Yeah, spiders are nasty because they have the ability to do this really terrible critical hit, which not only does a ton of damage, it poisons you as well. So he's actually in a bad shape. That's okay. If he gets knocked down, we can just get him up at the end of the fight. I'm not going to waste the med kits. As bad as it sounds, ammo's pretty... Med kits are pretty expensive and hard to come by, so... Okay, that's okay. People are going to go down in fights. It's just part of the game. Up you get, Bubbles. I can't remember how many times I tried to clear this mine. The last time I tried this, I got destroyed. And I was like, I'm going to come back later. And I'm going to attempt this mission once my character is a little bit more robust. So I've just been doing um, all these little side missions, which mainly involve running freight and maybe doing a bit of combat, but it's mainly been against pirates and raiders and very poorly equipped enemies of a lower level. So the goal being just to farm and to get my own skills of my crew up to a reasonable state. And I was curious to see how those changes will bear out. And now we can see the fruits of my labor as I can essentially carve these dudes to shreds with very little trouble. Although I think Bobbles is gonna have to he's gonna need a bit better gun. Oh man, this is some sort of world record. We're destroying these guys. Yeah, this mission is really brutal. And like I said, don't let this game fool you. I know that the first time I saw it, I kind of wrote it off because I know graphically this game is not the prettiest one out there. Wow, okay, these odds aren't great. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if we can do something about you. Oh damn, okay. Now I'm gonna bring out my trump card, which is my special attack. And I think now is a really good time to introduce them once again to these special babies I picked up, the old gas grenades. Oh, very nice. As you can see, gas grenades very, very effective against most low-level enemies, and even against high-level enemies. It's going to just create some really good damage over time. So we can let's get you into a crouching position. Oh, nice. We got Brax's skill with the old scatterguns increased. Okay, I'm going to go for this guy because he's in the gas cloud and I can't get to them. Whoops, okay, well, that'll work too. Okay, I do not want to be running into that poison cloud. So I'm going to finish you off. And then I have a med kit I've been keeping. As you can see, I've got quite a few of them. Never know when you need to patch yourself up. Okay, not enough AP. I'm hoping that's going to keep him alive. I'm going to move Bobbles over to here. This guy's pretty tough. Okay, let's see if a shotgun can do the trick. Oh, damn, he's one tough hombre. Thermal shells. Okay, again, I'm going to be staying out of that poison. That will finish doing me in, so we'll patch up and hope that is enough. Okay, a couple more rounds of this ought to do the trick. He is very tough being able... Oh, that's worn off. You know what that means? Now, keeping in mind, I actually struggled with this guy. I couldn't beat him. I couldn't even get this far. And just going around and doing different missions, I've managed to level up to the point where this mission went from being impossible to being, wouldn't say a walk in the park, but by comparison, it was very, very easy. We got the contract from Herzog. Negotiating with him was a huge pain in the ass. Not making much, but the boys will be happy we have a job. Need to look into scrubbers, since mutation is a fearsome thing. We'd hate for anyone to get sick. So we now know who the mutants are, and you do need to pay attention to all of the logs in the game. The mutants are the miners. The miners went missing because they turned into the mutants due to an unknown poison on the planet, which we're going to confront our employer about and see if he knows anything about it. Now, before we go, let's grab all of the goodies. We're also going to need to resupply once we get back to base. Okay, beautiful. I can hack these boxes too. There's a hacking system in the game, which is very cool. 5, 3. Ooh, nice. We take all these. Now, another really cool thing in the game is I was selling all of the junk that I found. Don't do that. You can recycle junk items. So if I go here and I go to Bobbles, because he's our resident salvage expert, and I go disassemble all junk. You can already see his salvaging skill is getting better with each item. There we go, and we've got a bunch of different items, and I'm going to show you why we need those. That's where the game's repair system works in. So his armor's pretty good, 96, 96, 97. Gun's in good shape. That auto rifle is not in a very good shape, so we're going to fix that up. Also, I don't know why he's carrying a basic pistol around when you can be using an electron pistol. Can you use this? No, okay. That would be why. Okay, you can't use the fancy guns yet. Alright, so we can repair that. Let's have a look and see who else needs repairs. That is not great. That shield. That's okay, that's okay. That assault SMG, I do not want that to break on her mid-fight, so let's repair that. Brax's combat helmet. His arm, yeah, let's just do the armor. Yep, that's okay. So if we move across to Moi, and go repair. Repair. Now we're using all of the salvaged components that we found to repair our current gear. And as you can see, because I've been repairing everything, I now have a high enough repair skill where I'm more consistently being able to fix these items. So there we go. Beautiful. And I will repair my sword as well. Something you always want to be doing very, very regularly, because I found that if you do mid battle, lose your shield, or if a weapon breaks, it can be catastrophic, pretty much. So let's just check. Bubbles has got his rifle. Yep, that's all fixed. And Bite-Sized Goat's got a shield and her SMG. And Brax's armor's repaired. Now he's rocking a pretty basic shotgun, and what I haven't shown you is the stash system in the game. If there's any proof that I can give you that how long I've been playing this, just have a look at the stash here. It's quite. This is just the stuff I haven't sold too. I've been busy. So I need shotgun skill level 8. You won't be able to use that. Shotgun skill level 7. You won't be able to use that. That sucks. I don't have any shotguns that I can use just yet. But rifles, Bobble might be able to use this bad boy. This is a Warhawk assault rifle. Very nice. I'm just a bit upset I don't have a shotgun. We may hit one of the vendors and go and buy something better. So let's go across to Bubbles and see if he can use this new weapon. Nice. Okay, probably want to repair it though. So let's go back to me and repair. Okay, everyone's rocking legendary gear now, so I might actually get Bobbles now he's better armed to use a different weapon. You do want to cycle weapons out with your characters too, because each of your characters have different weapons they can use. And in the case of a melee user, having some points in minor weapons, in one-handed weapons, is always a good idea, just to the point where you can use one-handed weapons too, because in some cases one-handed weapons like knives are super effective, but there is a minimum skill level you need to use them. So we're just gonna get on out of here. But yeah, I'm so excited I found this game, because a game like this to be done by one guy is just, it blows my mind. The one person did this. It's so crazy. And nobody's talking about this game. Like, if you have a look on Steam, there's a few people in the comments, and all the comments are like, how did one guy do this? And a lot of, like, this game's been kicking around on Steam for 10 years. And it's just been one developer, and normally people would probably poo-poo on him and say, well, it's been 10 years, how come the game's in its current state? This guy's got a full-time job. He's just chugging away on the game in his spare time, just working on it when he can. And this game has been on Steam for ages. So yeah, I really rate this guy. I think he's done a really good job. And if this stream just gets one person to go and buy this game, hopefully more than one, I will consider my mission as being complete. I really wish that Steam would promote games like this a bit more, because if I knew a game like this existed and it's like only $10 or I saw it on sale, 100% would pick this up. Like I said, I've put about 8 hours into this so far. I've done 2 runs in the game. Not to completion, but just to get a bit of an idea. And how many one-person development games where you have this level of depth. And I mean, how many open world space games have we got? It's so cool. I can just like hyper jump between worlds and go to stations and pick up missions. And I mean, even though this game is janky, don't get me wrong, it is janky, but it's essentially one guy's passion project. And I have huge respect for that. It's crazy how like this game, it's criminal not this game isn't being talked about more. And there's all these like these instant dungeons. They're like no matter how much I play this game, I will never show you the full scope of what's in this. It's crazy. Like you can, I was just flying around selling stuff, going from station to station selling stuff, and then I was dealing drugs, and then I was like, and now I'm trying to get into smuggling. I'm trying to smuggle stuff, and that's why I need to get the faster than light drive off this guy. So you did it. Yes, the mine is clear. We found this log on the foreman. Whatever that says, it does not matter to me. The translation in the game is a little bit all over the place, but I have to say the developer has not used AI, so there's no terrible voiceover AIs or minimum effort crap in the game. I'll have this 100 times over a horribly voiced AI. You can hand over the old Scarby now if you want to finish the arrangement. Okay, just remember you're responsible for their death. You need to get used to how things are done around here. Miners contracting for Slice know the risk their lives. I give them fair warning. Enough of this. You're looking for Festus, an old fellow who collects all kinds of tech. You can find him on Halamas or station in one of the back rooms. Keeps a code of 4763 on the door. Okay. He's all business, that one. Don't let on you're desperate or he'll jack the price sky high. Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for like little cheap games that I can pick up that especially since I don't have the time I used to play like, you know, big space opera games, but I mean games like this I'll make an exception for. So we now have another mission where we've got to head over to another trader, Festus. So, okay, this is an ore trading station. And the ship I'm currently piloting it's an old junker, so it's not. It's mainly for trade. It's not for combat. So I haven't been doing a lot of space combat. I took out a few pirate ships in self-defense, but mainly space exploration. So and transporting resources. So and you can see these little skulls. They're pirates or mercenaries, people trying to kill you. So you want to obviously stay away from them. Okay, Archimedes 4. Let's just get a bit closer. I want to scan this planet. It's not going to let me do it. Oh, there we go. Let's scan. I haven't been to this planet. I'm curious. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay. I've mapped most of the planets in the sector, and there's not really much left to find here, which is why I'm trying to leave. I may come back here, but it's a bit of a backwater sector. It's where you start the game, but it took me 5 or 6 hours just to get to all the planets and check out all this cool stuff that's there. So, and this is just one sector of many. So let's just get up to here. Gravity well's doing funny things to my ship. Come on, homie. Let's even go this way. There we go. Okay, we're free of the gravity well now. We should be able to dock. I hope. Now the docking in the game is a bit oversimplified. You just kind of approach a station, and then you dock with it. We can access the cargo or dock. Let's just dock. I could see myself playing this for quite a while. There's one of those games that um, usually when I pick a game, I put games into two categories. There's the ones where I can play it for 5 minutes and put it down, and then there's one where I'm like, I need to be careful because I could see this one just like eating up all my spare time. And this is definitely in the second bracket, and I mean that in the best possible way. Because I've kind of burnt through most of like I've got a big collection, but all mainly like because I don't buy too many games these days. I tend to review and stream a lot, so I'm always on the lookout for games where they're cheap. They're ones I can pick up for especially the price of games nowadays. Like I can't be paying $150 for one game every time I want to play something. So I'm like a lot of you guys. I'm always on the lookout for bargains. And this it is definitely a good bargain. Now I've got the code to open this door, but I'm going to hack it because I just want the hacking experience. 3, 6. I know the code, so this makes it really easy. There we go. A really cool tip in this game is even if you have a code for a door, hack it anyway. There's no downside. It's free XP. These are just junk items. I love the way that the game handles junk as well. Don't, like I said before, don't sell it. Any junk items you find, unless they're worth a ton of money, you almost always want to be scrapping them and keep a ton of scrap on you because all of your weapons and armor, they break down pretty regular and you're going to have to constantly maintain and repair them. And the game does incentivize you to do this because the best gear in the game is the stuff you make yourself. Okay, how did you get in here? Scarby Herzog sent us. You must be Faistus. Just because I do the odd bit of business, the fool doesn't give him the right to hand out my passcode. Well, he did give him my passcode, but I would have gotten in one way or another. You got to, get in where you fit in. These being odd times indeed, there's something afoot. I can feel it in my bones. That's a problem. I know something's afoot. There's other crew members. They've been locking doors and sneaking around. I wanted to head down to my bunk after the last shift, but the door's locked and they won't let me in. I had to curl up here for my shut-eye. What's more, they've locked the storage area too. That and a few crew members ain't been around for a few days. I know something is wrong. Scarby mentioned you may have a fast and the light drive for sale. Yeah, I've got one, but you can't have it if I can't get to it. Like I said, if I can't get to my goods, they're locked in the storage area. You get to the bottom of what's going on around here and I'll give you a good deal on the drive. I'm tired and I want my bunk back. Hard metal doors and no place for old bones. Sounds good. I'll start with the crew in the next bay. They've been slinking around for days now. I know they're up to no good. Okay, so now we have to investigate this station. And we're definitely, I want to try and see if there's an arms dealer here, because I am running a little low on ammo. No, okay. How much ammo I've got? Yeah, I'm running a little low on SMG ammo, and I do need to buy some fusion cells as well. Energy I'm good for, rifle I'm good for. It seems that we may need to swap out some of our weapons for something that has a bit more ammo. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot. That's okay. Now this fight is going to be fun. We're probably going to get smoked here, so I'm going to make a save. Let's just call this. I do not want to do that last mission all over again, so let's go. Let's go say hello, shall we? Now I know from experience we're going to get jumped, so I'm going to clear the doorway. And we're going to head over to here. And we're going to have a chat to this guy because he's going to try and rearrange my face. Had to go and stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Festus thinks something's wrong. Well, this would be the first time he's ever been right, paranoid old bastard. It doesn't matter, you're a problem. Let's get this over with. Festus needs to go next. Now, one of the other cool things that I like about this game is it's definitely a product of its time. So you will find offensive jokes. You will find character stereotypes. You will find a lot of stuff that would just not make it into games these days. And I know that's a turn off for someone, but for some people, but it's kind of like a time capsule for me. And I like that this game just, it doesn't care if you don't like it. It is what it is. And I think that's the main reason why I like the game. Oh, damn. I forgot he's got a chain gun. Yeah, he just one-noted me. There's not much I could do there because, like, it was on the opening turn. There is a little bit of randomness involved in this game. So let's see if we can rescue this. Oh yeah, the new upgrade. Very nice. I don't know if we can win this though. He's kind of got us over a barrel here with it without me on the front lines. Nice. Okay, we took out... He was the worst guy. With that chain gun, he could have smoked our whole squad, so... I mean, this is not great. We're kind of backed into a corner here. Let's see if we can turn the tables. So Bobble's now got a high-powered rifle. And you know, Bobble's ever the medic. He's got the highest medical skill out of the whole team. So if anyone can keep everyone alive, it's going to be him. Okay, give him a burst. Get wrecked, son. Now, what I do know is we got another attack coming, so I need to turn her around and get ready for a boogaloo. It's coming. Yep, there it is. Just going to move over here. And we're going to end turn. I want this guy to run up here. Hopefully straight into a crossfire. Now, I know because this guy's coming, we can do something really sneaky. I can drop a gas bomb, and he's going to run straight through it. So to get to us, he's going to have to run straight through a cloud of gas, and that'll hopefully soften him up a bit. Yeah, get wrecked, son.
Weak point, massive damage.
Oh hell yeah, the gas just smoked him. Now for some reason I don't understand, Bobble seems to be very scary at chemical warfare. I may have to have a talk to the real Bobbles about that. He seems to he's meant to be our doctor, but he's almost a sociopath when it comes to killing people. He poisons people, he uses gas, he uses all sorts of nefarious stuff. And we're supposed to be good guys, but I think Bobble's kind of skirting the edge. He's skirting the edge of just going hardcore evil. Time to retire. This is it, the chance I've been waiting for. They contacted me at a starbase just outside the core worlds. I am to take the crates with me to my new job at Halamus Ore and place them unlocked in storage areas. I'm then to lead my co-workers into the storage areas and knock them out with a stun prod just inside the entrance. I'm not to enter further into the area once this is done. My friends have been given a pass, so they're not part of the deal. Once this is done, there'll be other similar jobs. So this guy who we just smoked, he betrayed the group, and he was the one who allowed them to take over the station, and we just now took him out. So hopefully we will have access to a FTL drive. This is the furthest I've ever made it in this game. I didn't have a whole lot of I didn't have a whole lot of time this week to play. Mainly just because of work stuff. I've had a lot of work stuff on. This has been on the back burner for me, but I wanted to show it because it really stuck out to me as like a one person development team just completely shaming and tap dancing on AAA devs. You know, there's so many big AAA games that one, I can't be bothered to play, or two, I just can't justify the cost of. And this little, you know, $10, $15 games just making them all look completely smooth brained. I mean, the only way this game could possibly get any better is if it was multiplayer co-op. What do you mean? I did it. What are you talking about? Oh, there's more levels to the station. Okay. Okay, I see. Our work is not finished. There is evil afoot. Oh, and I know what our problem is. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned is the story of this game, which is actually it's a bit confusing, but I'm going to try and explain it without giving up too much away. In the opening of the game, we're actually on a human colony ship, and there was a virus called the phage. It's essentially like a zombie virus. It removes their inhibitions and causes people to go into a murderous rage. And the human race was virtually wiped out by it. Our colony ship was trying to escape, and we ended up getting rolled by these guys. The ship was compromised, and we are basically just helpless, trying to survive. Bubbles, you're killing me, mate. Okay, now he's stunned, so I'm not going to attack him. I'm going to attack this guy. Okay, very nice. Finish him off. Let's go. Bobbles, please tell me you can shoot that rifle with some sort of accuracy. Thank you. Yeah, if the phage are here, it's on. This is no bueno. They pretty much wiped out an entire colony ship, and the opening of the game is really cool. But to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. The opening, while I really liked it and it does set up the rest of the game, it's not until you get the freedom to explore and start just doing your own thing that's where this game really shines. So I played the beginning of the game and I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's another standard Baldur's Gate style RPG. It's fun, you know. I'd play it, and I played it, and I was like, yeah, it's okay. You know, it's alright. It's alright. Oh, what's going on? What are you doing? Okay, sorry, the camera had a bit of a heart attack there. Let's try that again. Yeah, I played it and I was like, yeah, it's not too bad. It's a bit of fun. I would definitely play this through to completion. And then the world opened, and then I was in a spaceship, and then I could fly around and just do whatever I wanted. And that's when I was like, oh yeah, this game, this is my jam. This is what I want to play. And even if I did a full stream on this game, I'd probably only show you a small portion of what you can see here. But if you like this, the game, I mean, I am curious. It's been out for 10 years. I'm just wondering if it's on sale in the sale at the moment. I'm checking now because I am curious. Uh, okay, well, it's a bit on the expensive side at about $30. So that's not cheap. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably a little bit expensive for the game, but that's literally the only bad thing I can say about it. And I'd even say, like, given I'm in the first system in the game, and I still haven't seen all of it, you're gonna one of the guys who was playing the game, I had a bit of a look at some of the reviews. There are some people saying it takes 500 hours to finish this game, and that's like to explore all of the planets in the system. That's not everything 100%. So they'll give you a bit of an idea of how much there is in this game to find. I can't attack them just yet. Let's go down a little bit. Didn't want to initiate combat on the staircase, but I don't have much choice. Okay, get in there. Oh, blocked. Okay, that's not good. All right. Unfortunately, my character is completely spec'd towards melee. So what I can do though is I can use a stun grenade, and that will stun all of the enemies until the start of the next round and give us a huge bonus. I just want to make sure I don't hit any of my own men with this. You want to throw it, son? Please throw the grenade. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but what it does do is it prevents enemies from being able to attack. So that's going to be really helpful for Mr. Bobbles as he... oh, yes, swap to the pistol. Let's go. So you can swap weapons on the fly and then get some pistol XP. And in this range, I can't miss. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm going to move him over to the side here, and that will let my character move on through. So let's move bite size down. Okay, you know what to do. Now, the only problem with pistols, obviously, they got a very small small ammo count, so and low damage. So you're not going to be killing anything. It's more to finish enemies off with, but I'm kind of underwhelmed with the shotgun. I thought this is the perfect weapon in a zombie apocalypse. But it seems like SMGs are the weapon of choice for most, and that may change in the later game. So also big weapons like the chain gun that guy was using are really nice, but the problem is that it's the action point cost is so ridiculously high that I found that it's easier just to use smaller weapons. That may change your late game. Let's go check this out. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of mother zombie in here. There's usually these gigantic zombies that are really nasty. And some of them can use weapons too. Some of them will use grenades or melee weapons on you. This is a really bad spot to pick a fight, but it's not like I have a lot of choice right now. Unmove bubbles up. Yeah, at this range, I'm not going to hit anything. Now, we're going to get mobbed here, so it might be a good idea to lay down, again, some gas bombs. And we're absolutely... I'm going to need to hit the armory after this. Okay, that ought to do the trick. Again, shotgun, not really going to hit a lot at this range, so... Can I go for I can get a leg shot? Can I? No? No, I can't do anything. So let's just duck and get ready. Same with you. Oh, these guys just don't want to... Oh, no, you idiots. Why'd you do... I guess it... No, that was my fault. Of course, I ran through... a bunch of poison. I'm not in a really good spot here. We're going to have to do some support for me. Running through that poison cloud is... Yeah. I completely compromised our defense. This is very bad. We may require a rescue. Okay, first things first, you've got to go. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. I need to do something to support him. Have I got a grenade? Frag grenade. This is my trump card. I've been hanging on to this, but I think we're going to need it. Now, we may be able to hit all three of them with this. I'm careful. Fire on the hole. Hell yeah. Okay. There, and between that and the poison, they won't be a problem anymore. Let's see if I can... No. Okay, we use a defensive skill. This is going to hurt. They're going to do a lot of damage. Okay, not enough AP. Let's focus on healing then. Of course, not enough AP to do anything. This guy's my main concern. He's going to wipe out my whole team if we don't do something about this. Okay, at this range, I'm not going to do a whole lot of damage, so I'm going to need to just start healing. Bite-sized goat's pretty good at healing too, so we'll be fine. Oh, okay. And then we need to move in close. Actually, swap over your gun. You're at the perfect range to start ventilating this thing. Okay. I'm really hurt, so if I run in there, I'm just going to get killed this round, so I'm going to stay. My character's going to use healing. Patch myself up. There's a reason why I'm carrying over 100 med kits, just because I am tearing through medicine right now. Let's get in closer with the shotgun. I mean, enough firepower will do the job, but yeah, everyone's kind of hurting from this. We're gonna end this and end this quick. Once I get in there with a two-hander, it's going to be over. Oh, damn, this guy's just ate that up. Physical damage not going to work. We're going to have to shoot him dead. Shotgun's actually working. I can't believe it. This guy, our entire squad is laying into this guy. And he's just shrugging off mountains of bullets. There's a problem with these fades. You kind of got to hit him in the head. Regular attacks don't do a whole lot. But you think, sword in the face. Yeah, he's... Physical attacks aren't doing anything. Let's try a special attack. No. No, it seems like I'm just going to have to sit this one out and let the team do what they do best. Which is going to be to ventilate this fool. Do it. Mag dump time. Go bite-size goat. I believe in you. Whew. And that's what happens when you get a phage infestation on your ship. Yeah, I love this game. It's such a really cool little throwback to isometric RPGs like Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights. And the fact that you can go out and explore planets and do a bunch of really cool stuff just as the icing on the cake. The only thing is, it's not cheap. Like if I had a game that was in development for 10 years, I'd probably, and it was trying to compete with other games, I'd probably drop the price a bit. And I mean that in the best possible way. I want to see this game succeed, but I think the dev's going to really struggle wanting $30 for this game when there's a lot of other isometric RPGs out for a similar price from bigger developers. Now, I think it's absolutely worth it if you're into these games hardcore, but I know that a lot of people are going to look at the game and they're going to judge it by the graphics. And I know that because I did the same thing. I took a look and I was like, no, graphically, it's a bit meh. And yeah, it is what it is. It's literally, that's how it is. But if you can get past the graphics, you've actually got a really, really good game here. I haven't played it. I haven't gotten excited about an isometric RPG in a while. Definitely not a third-party one. So Yeah, it's super fun. I like it. I've been enjoying it. It's a very cold night tonight, so I'm going to turn on my heater so I don't die of the frost. Okay, let's I think that's about it. We can head back to the trader. I want to see what a faster than light drive does. I've never made it this far before. Bro, I shot them all. They're all dead, bro. What? Okay. Let's go have another look. I shot everything. There must be another area of the dock I've missed. I can't go that way. Can't go that way. Let's have a look. Okay, well, I have investigated the station. I must have missed something. There must be an enemy or something I haven't killed. These phage are very wily. They can hide in all sorts of nooks and crannies. Let's have a look in here. There must be one in here I missed. No? Nothing more I can do for these homies. They're long dead. Okay, nothing there. Let's see if I can go down here. The game does have multiple levels, but in most cases you can't go down these ladders. Like they're decorative only. Which sucks. Like I would like to be able to go down multiple levels. Alright, we'll go check this door next. Must have missed something. There must be a door I've walked past. Maybe in here? Ah, there we go. I missed a door. Right, now this is not a great situation. They've kind of rolled up on behind us, but it's okay. Apply big sword to enemy head. Repeat as necessary. I can use the taunt skill too, and then they'll attack me instead of attacking bite size. And I guess, given I'm far enough away with this, I should be able to get a decent hit. Yeah. Trainee rifleman. Very nice. Finally, Bob will be able to make some better use out of his rifle. Yeah, I tried to set up because when you get your characters, you can set up different archetypes for them. So like I always like to have I usually have Bobbles as the medic and Bite Size Goat as the engineer because you usually get three characters. So usually one will be Bobbles, one will be Bite Size. This other guy, I just yeah, You can't change the gender though of your character. So I had one of the dudes. So I was like, I just named him after my dog, as you do. Oh no, there's one of these elite phage. We got to kill these guys quick. Okay. Safety's off, son. Let's go. That did a trick. We've now completely cleared the station of phage enemies. Oh, that's a very nice sword. Look at that. Serrated chainsaw. It's a shame my character spec'd for two hands. So I've got a two-handed sword. Which I did pick up. It's a basically a gravity sword. I've also got a vibe what's it? Frequency modulator. It's basically a mod that adds lightning damage to it as well. So very warhammery. And I've also got a knife. And unfortunately, the way that weapons work in this game is you're going to have to use a really cruddy weapon to start with to level up your skills. That's why most of my characters are doing bugger all damage with their guns. You're going to use cruddy guns until your characters are good enough to be able to get their weapon skill higher, and then you can assign them better weapons. Okay, 8, 2, 9... 3 more med kits. I'll take that. Oh, and there's a few devices. Nice. Okay, let's go back to our friend. I heard a ruckus, hid behind the crates. Was I right? You were right. Some of the crew were involved with the phage. Phage have only been reported in the border worlds. Come to think of it, one crew member was hired on from the border worlds a few weeks ago. You sorted this out yourselves. How about that FTL drive? A bit rough around the edges, but I cleaned her up good. Won't find another in this system, makes her kind of valuable. But seeing as you helped me out and saved my gizzard, I'll give you a good deal on it. Say 25,000 credits. I just saved your life, bro. You should be handing that over for nothing. Now, thankfully, having spent as much time as I've got in the game, 25 grand I can swing. Okay. Oh, so he's telling us there's another contract with a guy called Zabin Morbane. I actually spoke to him. I've done a couple of contracts for him already. I found him naturally kicking around on one of the planets, and he's like, "Hey, you want some money? Just go shoot some people." And I'm like, "Okay, if the cash is good, I'll take it." Ship info UI, and then drag the FTL drive to your cargo hold. Okay. Well, I can buy this off the bat. I have the money, so buy FTL drive. So as I said, I've been playing the game a fair bit, so I've got a lot of money. I do want to get some ammo. I need that. I'll take all the sub ammo you got. Shotgun ammo, we might buy that too. Yep. I'm going through a frightening amount of ammo right now, like just a ridiculous amount. So every time I just fly around to all the traders and I just like throw all the ammo you got into the bucket, and I'll just buy every round you've got. I'll buy it. I wish you could craft ammo. You can't do it though. You can only craft weapons and armor. We get a lot of stuff there. So what I'm going to do is let's get Mr. Bubbles once again up to the plate, and Mr. Bubbles, salvage. Add all junk. and go. Yeah, Mr. Bubbles is not really that useful in a fight, but because of his high intelligence skill, he's an excellent medic. Bite-sized goat, on the other hand, is just absolutely devastating. If you saw her, she wields that SMG like an absolute madman. She's killed probably more people than anyone else in the squad. Just problem is she just burns through ammo. Like she just I just watched her mow down entire squads of enemies, just laughing like a maniac. But then I get the bill for for the ammo. I'm like, maybe he's up a bit there, champ. It's costing me, $5,000 or $6,000 in ammo every time you go on a killing spree. But let's leave the station. Yeah, it's the reason why I stream games like this is because usually if I saw a game like this and I saw the price tag, I'd probably write it off, which is a shame. I'd be like, because I try and I don't buy too many games. I try and limit myself, and I would look at this and go, oh, it's a bit too rough around the edges. Small development team. I don't know if I get my money's worth, and I would write it off. And that's a shame because now having played this game, would if I was going to buy it, I probably would, even at full price, because I know I'm going to get, 12 to 20 hours just doing the base game, and then if you want to do everything, you're looking at hundreds of hours. So it's definitely worth the money if you're a completionist, and more so if you're into these games. Okay, so I need to install the FTL drive. um there we go. We now have a faster than light drive installed in our ship, and I'm going to save the game because that was epic. Normally, I would move on to the next game, but seeing as the first game was a bit on the short side, oh, there we go. We've got an achievement. The first game, not because I didn't want to play it, but because of the embargo. We've got a bit of extra time, so I mean, let's go give this a try, shall we? Grayson's Depot. Okay, engage FTL drive.
FTL drive engaged.
That is really cool. Like even though the game has it does have low production values compared to other similar games, when you keep in mind that this was made by one guy, it blows my mind. Here's a few tips to help you along since it can be overwhelming navigating your way through FTL space. First, your warp drive won't work in FTL. Yeah, that's fine. Set your destination. You set a destination star system or mission. Select a mission. Okay. Let's try, shall we? We need to go to Grayson's Depot. Where's Grayson's Depot, though? Okay. Ah, yeah, approach system. Yep. Ah, nice. Okay. I like the. Ah, there we go. I like the way they handle warp travel in this game. It's really cool. Okay, we've got a bit of a drive to get there, so we can sit back and wait until we get to the right system. I mean, I'm curious. I want to see what this new system looks like. I never made it this far, so yeah, it's just a shame about the price though. Like this game, if if the developer had a 50% off, this game would sell like absolute mad. Like $15 is probably, I'd probably say $20 is probably about the right price for this game. Like if I see you pick this up at $20, you get an absolute steal. The reason why I chose it was because there's so many games nowadays that are out to, that are chasing the current trends. But one thing I haven't seen a lot of are old school dungeon crawling turn-based strategy games in a big sandbox. And I know they're out there, but they're few and far between. They just don't seem to make them anymore because I know it's a lot of effort, and a lot of big companies are like, I know that they're saying, oh, the market's not there and people aren't interested in playing these games anymore, which I think is patently false because there is a pretty big market for games like this. And while this game doesn't have a huge player base, if you read the Steam reviews, the fans of this are ravenous about it. They love it. Honestly, this would be one that I would stream, like do more than one session on, maybe do a long play. The only thing is that there is a lot of it's a very grindy game. Like I prepped for this stream just to show you what the game looks like once you get past the first few hours. So like up the first 3 hours of the game are really slow, really slow. Um, and it really gets into its own once you get out into the universe. You can start doing your own thing because there is a main storyline, and this is technically part of the main storyline which we're doing, but there's no reason, like I didn't follow this from the start. I'm only doing this now because I tried following the main storyline. I got smoked trying to do that mine mission. Like my entire crew got just wrecked, and I was like, well, I'll go and do some other missions. I do some trading. I deal some drugs. I did a few shady missions. My character's not exactly a hero. I'm a proud capitalist making whatever money I can. Um, and this has taken a long time. I mean, we are moving. I can see the systems as we go. It's a long way. And it's kind of hard when you have oh, do we do it? Or did I leave hyperspace? I guess I'll find out one way or another. Like drop out of hyperspace into into an enemy camp. Oh no, okay. Let's still. Oh, we're there finally.
Emergency stop.
Okay.
FDL drive disengaged.
Here we go. I'm excited. I want to see. Let's see what happens. Let's go. New system. New worlds to explore. Okay, yes, we do have an FTL drive. Missions that are available in all star systems that are not hostile. Now I'm not going to lie. I did do some very shady missions earlier, and I don't think the cops are outright hostile to me, but dealing drugs in this game is a really good way to make money. It also is a really, really good way to make factions hostile to you. So, I don't have any factions that are outright hostile to me, but I do have a couple that won't work with me anymore. So, as far as I can tell, I haven't done anything. I stopped. That's why I stopped dealing drugs because I was like, I was making so much money. I made like $100,000 in like 3 missions. I'm like, this is great. Let it ride, baby. And then like the cops kind of tapped me on the shoulder and they're like, look, we know what you're doing. You might want to stop, or we're going to have to hunt you down. Because I was helping the cops as well, so they were just kind of like, yeah, we're going to let it slide this time, but next time, no. Um, I should probably be listening to this. Understand the difficulty of a star system. Open your star map and hover your cursor over a star system. Okay. Minimum level. Okay. Well, I think I'm just about level 7. Level 7. There you go. We're good. We're good. We're gold. So I'm really glad I did all of that grinding now. Okay, yep, we already know how to do that. Thank you for the tutorial, but it's time to go over to Crayson's depot and make myself some gish. Now I could have stayed in the previous system and done some more missions, and I don't know how difficult this is going to be because when I started off the game at level 1, every single enemy in the game was just completely destroying me. So I'm hoping by coming here I've leveled up enough prior to this. I guess we're going to find out, right? I'll have to do some missions and maybe buy some more gear. The way that the difficulty in this game works is it's primarily gear that helps you. I found once I found that elite sword that my character's using, and the SMG that Bite Size Goat has got. I got a couple of really good drops, and then the game got a lot easier. So while character skills are good, they're mainly used as a way to gatekeep which weapons you can use. So you probably won't. It's a good way so that your characters aren't using elite weapons at the start. So here we go, new station. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited. We've got a lot of people watching tonight too, so this game has a bit of a crowd. Like I'm surprised by how many people are fans of this because I was going to stream it, and I I wanted to get a fair play of the game. I did a bunch of missions. I finished most of the missions in the first sector where we were. The only ones left were just like daily missions and random ones you can just repeat. I've done all of the main missions there, and that's why I was kind of getting a bit of wanderlust. I wanted to go out and get the FTL drive and see what other cool stuff's here. So let's go and see if we can pick up a mission. We might do one more, and then I'll move on to the last game of the night. Like I said, any stream I do for this game, it's not going to be sufficient to showcase everything there is. It's just such a massive, massive game. Ship equipment there. No, I'm not going to be upgrading my ship too much, just because I'm mainly doing combat on foot. Here we go. Roger Crayson turns to look at you. You see a flash of anger in his face, quickly replaced by recognition and a large smile. He takes his hand off his blaster and greets you. It's you. It's been a long time. We thought you were dead until one of my crew discovered your escape pod. I see that Dr. Jensen has you back on your feet. You seem to have done well for yourself. This guy, I forgot. This guy, we helped him in the opening part of the game. He was one of the scientists, and he was helping us get access to the rest of the ship. So what you don't know is that 10 years has passed since the opening of the game and the current time. So we were actually in stasis for 10 years. The human race never made it to their destination, but they just kind of spread all over the universe, all the people we saved. And that's why we've got humans kind of all over all over the different systems from our ship and also from others. So we did in a way rescue a big chunk of the human race at the cost of 10 years of our life. Okay, can you help us? I spoke to a man called Foley Koresh, the Archimedes trade station. He's my man to recruit new associates. I assume you understand the arrangement. You always did have a bit of an edge to you. So this guy is a smuggler, so he may have some smuggler missions for us. Raiders, scavvers, and the authority will be after you. You're going to want a blaster with you at all times. Then considering who and what you are, you're a prime candidate for this type of work. Why scavvers and raiders? That's something new, a big problem for me. I'm in a bad spot right now because of it. I'm not at the top of this game. There are certain powers that I'm tied to from a business standpoint. Associates are very serious. The bottom line is that scavvers and raiders have access to the subnet. That's the contraband transaction information. Okay? This is coming to a head. I'm not going to go into the details with you. I may have my own way out, but if I'm in a pinch, I may need your help. Sure. Let's get you set up. I need access to your ship computer and you'll be set. I do a traditional trading business running here as cover. However, I don't smuggle myself. Instead, I make a small amount off every transaction from the sellers and buyers. The person doing the work, you in this case, does not get charged. What a racket. And nobody ever complains because it just works. Alright, you're set. All your current trades have been cancelled and the trade net has been reset. You should start to see contraband contracts from buyers and sellers. Let's go! Let's go! Remember, the larger your beacon network, the better your chances are of finding good deals. Contraband items have a much higher margin, though you'll find the number of items being traded is generally lower. Okay. Well, we can now do some missions. Now, actually, before we do anything, we need to restock. I need hole puncher ammo. And I'm sure there's going to be some traders here willing to sell me some ammo. Give me the guns, baby. I need all the guns. Weapons. Yes. Peel, peel, baby. Okay, I need shotgun ammo. Give me all the shotgun ammo you got. Let's go. I need pistol. I need pistol ammo. We need a ton of that. Oh, I've got bugger all. I want all of it. Give me all the ammo you got. Okay. Oh no, I'm full on pistol ammo. You got an SMG? Oh, that is a nice weapon. I am kind of burning through a lot of money though, so I'm going to try and keep it to essential purchases right now. Okay, let's have a look and see what I can get in the way of missions. Okay, I don't have any trade missions just yet. If we have a chat to some of the people on the station, though, they may have a job for us. Nope, not yet. Okay. Submachine gun ammo, yes. All you can sell me, yes, please. Okay, we're good for ammo. Okay, well, I think we've pretty much gotten everything I can off the ship. It might be time to bust on out of here and see if we can find a trade or a mission or some thing we can do to make a bit of cash. Now, where's the way out of here? Let's do one more mission, then we're going to move on to the next game. Like I said, I'm kind of obsessed with this game low-key at the moment. I'm really enjoying it, but I know that it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I know the game looks rough around the edges, but I think the only thing I suggest you do is don't write the game off because it looks rough. You know, it is 100% worth your time. If you're a fan of old school RPGs, Mining Distress Beacon activated. Okay. There is a phage attack. Here we go. We got ourselves a mission. Alright, alright, alright. I'm going to do a... Time to test out a new weapons, eh? Let's get down there, see if we can make some phage dead.
Landing.
I've got some new weapon upgrades. I've got some fancy toys to test out. Now, probably what I should have done was check my weapon condition. Recently repaired these, so should be fine, but I know that firearms degrade very quick. No, these are okay. I mean, I will need to do a repair eventually, but repairing weapons at a like durability of 80% and higher is a bit of a waste. So once they kind of drop down to like the 70-60% mark is when I do my repairs. Except for guns, I got a 80% on that. That might should be alright for now. Yeah, we'll be okay for now. Now the phage, in terms of a threat, in small groups they're not too bad, but in big groups they're obviously just swarm you, and will run over the top of any squad you've got. They're very good at swarming individual squad members and taking them out. Oh damn, I messed it up. Okay, let's try again. 3, 9, 4, 6, 3, 7. Oh man, there was only rubbish in there. Ooh. Okay, I take back what I said. That is a modification for a rifle. We can actually add that onto Bobble's gun. So this bad boy, we put this on his gun, on his rifle. Oh, okay, it doesn't have a mod slot. Damn, okay. I mean, this one doesn't have one either, so we're going to need a better quality rifle for Bobbles. That's okay. We'll hang on to that for later. It's all good. It's all good. It's a good gear. Okay, it looks like these phage. Well, yeah, they're upgraded. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, you got to go first, son. Now let's move. This is gonna hurt him, but got to move him out of the way. Okay, they're kind of grouped up here, so you know what I'm going to be doing. Gas grenade. Actually, yeah. Perhaps an explosive would be better. Let's. How many frags have I got? I got some frags. Let's go. Actually, I don't know who's in there. Let's play it safe. Gas it is. If there's another 5 guys in there, we'll get all of them. There we go. Oh yes, look at that. They're just standing in the middle of that gas cloud. I just want to be careful. I don't get myself stuck in there too. Oh wow, we're doing really well. Okay, I'm not going to risk running into that. I'm just going to hang out here. Not when I have another squad member that can do it for me. Bubbles, time to test that fancy rifle of yours. Let's go. I mean, that was a pretty tough fight, but the reason why I bought $20,000 worth of hand grenades is exactly for this little scenario. So, unfortunately, most traders, most reputable traders, don't have the more nefarious ammo I tend to use. You're not going to find poison grenades at most traders. You won't find some of the more nasty stuff I've got on stock. Which kind of one of the upsides of being a criminal in this game. You get access to all the best tech. Don't judge me. I think we kind of cleaned this place out. Now, one of the cool things in the game is sometimes it's not a mission per se. You just turn up and there's like a phage infestation. And if you clear it out, no one will give you a pat on the head. Sometimes you just do it and then you'll get a bunch of gear. And then other times, other factions, because there is a faction system in the game. Obviously, if you're going around wasting phage, wasting enemies on the regular, it's going to improve your rep. Can I move any closer? Kind of stuck here. Okay, I can move there. Okay, you know what to do. Okay, these guys look pretty tough, so this might be a good time to bring out the big guns. Yeah, I'm a bit worried that these guys are they're very well armed and they're doing a lot of damage to me right now. Okay, Brax might go down. Yep. I should have healed him. I'm not liking this. It's good old two-handed swords putting in work though. What I shouldn't mention too is my main character has a massive, massive health pool and is, elite shield. I've got all the best gear on me, of course, because if I'm wading into the unknown, I want to make sure I've got only the bestest of the best. There we go. Patch him up. Thank you, Mr. Bobbles. I can always count on your medical care. Now, once we get out of this fight, I'll probably be able to be skilled enough to upgrade my weapons. Up you get, Brax. Ooh, what do we got here? Club. Yeah, most of these weapons just aren't as... Oh, that actually looks pretty good. 49 to 69. It is slightly better than what I'm currently rocking. Okay. That would be why they were hurting me so badly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this out here, and the question is, can I take this off the blade? Or is it permanent? No, it is permanent. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll stick with my sword. Once you put a mod into a weapon, I think it's there for good. So, let's let everybody heal up. There's some epic loot here. Even if the weapons I've got aren't gonna cut it, we can find some really good upgrades here. And even if the weapons aren't exactly what I'm after, I can sell them to a trader. I've got a stash full of weapons too. So if I run out of ammo, if I'm really starting to struggle, I can start selling some of my weapons that I don't need anymore and try and earn some more money. Now, there is a second level to this this facility, which I believe that's where I came in, I think. So we need to go. The only thing is these levels can kind of be a bit labyrinthian. It's going to be hard to tell where you need to go. And it's very easy to get lost. And maybe we'll go here. Yeah, that door's blocked. Oh, maybe it's this door. I can't tell which one's which. They're both got an up arrow, so I don't know. Guess we'll find out, eh? If I go back into space, I know it's the wrong one. Which I think it is. Oh, did it drop me in the middle of that? Where's the planet gone? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Landing.
I'm curious to see how deep this phage infestation is going to be. Oh, maybe that is it. Oh no, there we go. Okay, that's new. I don't even know if we have the required level to beat this. That being said, though, they're really well lined up for a well placed grenade. So okay, they're a bit on the squishy side. And Bobbles, as usual, you're in the worst possible spot. So I can back him up a bit. Okay, well, you know what to do. I mean, these guys, they're pretty fearsome looking, but after what I've been through, I've been fighting massive groups of armed pirates, raiders, and they just don't have, these guys just don't have anything on them. I mean, you guys are tough and all, but I'm carrying a lot of firepower. And a very big sword. Okay, one of them did run away, but I want to be very careful I don't overextend. They're very good at fleeing into other groups of enemies, so maybe be careful. I mean, Bobbles is you should be able to hit him from here. No, okay. Let's move him up a bit more. Oh, you made a big mistake, son. Oh, what's this? Vibro Lance. That's actually terrible. It's an epic weapon, but it's like half the damage of my current sword. And I'll take it.
Ooh, new armor.
It's free gear. And I'm just wondering if what we've got here, that is nowhere near as good as my current rig. I'll upgrade bite-sized goat's armor. Oh, we're out of space, so let's open up the stash. Fill it up. Oh, that's a nice. That could be something I add onto a melee weapon to hit chance even higher. Let's add all these to storage though. Like I said, after this, I'm going to have to do some cleaning up and sell some of this old gear. Because I'm kind of at capacity now. And most of this stuff's junk. Like most of the, all the gear I'm currently rocking is elite gear. Stuff I picked up from some really nasty missions I completed. I got them off a off pirate outpost, and most of the pirates were rocking some really high level guns and armor. So most of what I'm picking up here is just a easy way to make money. Unfortunately, you can only scrap junk items. I wish you could actually scrap armor and weapons to get the components, because a lot of the low priced weapons they're not worth anything. You know what I mean? They're worth a couple of hundred credits, which is nice and all, but I'd rather I'd rather farm the components I need to upgrade my weapons. More phage. Oh, that is a railgun. I'm a bit worried about that. Okay. You gotta go, son. Okay, a bit too close for a shotgun to be effective, so if we move up. Yeah, that railgun could be really nasty, so we're going to do something about that. Okay, unfortunately, bite-sized is not great in a fight against an enemy at that range, so let's get her up to close range, and then I need to take this guy out straight away. Very nice. And if I enrage him, hopefully he will open fire on me instead of the rest of the guys. What? I just ate a railgun shot. It barely scratched me. They used to one-shot me. Damn. Okay, I've forgotten how powerful I am with my new upgrades. Mr. Bobbles for the win. Absolutely savage with his new rifle. Let's go. You can see why it's important to have a really good range of characters with all different weapons. So these guys are actually starting to hurt me a bit. It might be time to heal. Not enough AP. So now I've got to rely on the rest of the squad to help support, because I'm not going to win in a fight 2-on-1, but I can get bite size just to light this guy up. Come on, Bubble. Oh, bro, you nearly had him. Let's go, team. That looked like a very nice SMG. SMG's level 9. I don't think bite-sized goat's got level 9 SMGs. Level 4. How have you only got level 4? You've been using that SMG non-stop. You've also got some perception points I haven't spent. Let's use those. Nice job, team. Absolutely tearing through these guys. Four, 1, 6. Oh, 3rd level. Okay, yeah, these missions are far bigger than the ones in the first system. It's a good thing I left some time aside to play this. This is definitely have to be the last one, though. Last mission. I'll have to come back and play this in a future stream. I think if you've seen as much as you've seen here, you're probably going to have an idea on whether you want to play this. Oh, wow. Okay, yep. They're the railgun guys I was a bit worried about. So I am going to move up, because I want them to focus fire on me, and I'm going to heal myself. And then Bobbles is going to focus on him. Actually, let's get these guys out of the way first. And it's time for some gas. Actually, I have a better idea. That guy's trying to lay down fire on us. We can use a smoke grenade. And that will prevent him from being able to target us and force these guys into close range, where our shotguns and SMGs can tear them to shreds. Oh no, oh, we've been... Well played, sir, well played. We may have actually been defeated here, because it was an incredibly good strategy to roll us up like that. I can only hope that everybody, I think if everyone moves up a bit, they'll move into the clouds. There we go. Now, while that's not going to help me shoot anyone, it's going to at least stop them from firing on me. Oh, you clever buggers. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Wrong grenade, but... Okay, Bubbles. We know they're here. Time to get nasty. Oh, really? Damn it. Okay, let's just wait. Okay. The gambits worked. This is what I was trying to do. I wanted to lure him in and just absolutely shred this guy. Because he can one-shot us. We need to kill him. Okay, you know what to do. Tear this guy to shred. Actually, no, patch yourself up. We can't afford to take any risks. This smoke's going to clear. See if we can kill this guy first, though. Okay, one gunman down. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful, beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted to do. We've forced him to engage us at close range. Fantastic. That smoke bomb was a risk, but it paid off. I'm a bit worried about my health, though. Oh, I'm gonna go down. Why do I carry 100 medkits? This is why I carry 100 medkits. Also, Bobble being a qualified doctor means that most life-threatening injuries get turned into minor scrapes in one or two applications. And for everything else, bite-sized goat can turn them into Swiss cheese.
Looks like that hurt.
See how it's done, boys? Get in there. And that, my friends, is an example of how to turn a fight around. It also helps to have a gigantic bag full of hand grenades at your disposal. That one smoke bomb turned that fight into a complete loss to a smashing win. Seven, 0, 6. What? Everything in these crates is just regular bog standard gear that's pretty cruddy. I think we have to save after that little effort. That was savage. I don't like to see save scum in this game, and I recommend you try and avoid it where you can, because it does make the game very easy. I like to try and only save after major battles, which kind of help, but it doesn't help because every single battle in this map seems to be a major one. We are running very low on supplies though, so I'll probably have to find a trade world again. The problem is most of the high value stuff, hand grenades, explosives, the poison I've been using, all that stuff is only available at, shall we say, less than reputable sources. So I'm going to need to find a smuggler colony or a black market to buy more illegal weapons. Oh, another level. Damn, this just keeps going and going. Oh, this map is huge. Look how big this is. Oh, and another level here. Okay. Well, I was going to finish this mission, but I am going to have to leave it here because this could go on for hours. This mission looks gigantic. So I might leave it here just because I've got one more game I want to show you tonight. And because this looks like it's another 3 or 4 levels. So we could be looking at another 4 hours to get through this. And I don't have that sort of energy for a stream. What I will do, though, is if I stream this game again, I'll stream it as a featured game, the only game on the stream. And that way I'll have a good 3 or 4 hours to get in there. But, I mean, we spent a good solid 2 hours getting into this game and showing you the ins and outs of it, the combat system, the space travel system, traveling between planets and galaxies. And if this doesn't give you an idea on whether you want to keep playing the game, I don't know what will. I love it. I think the only downside I have to say for this game is it's a little bit on the expensive side for a small indie game, but with that being said, you're going to get at least 100 hours out of the game. So I think you're going to get your money's worth. But yeah, go and check this game out if you're looking for a grand space opera style turn-based strategy game. But just be aware, it's going to absolutely steal hours and days of your life in the best possible way. But I've got one more game I want to show you tonight, so we're going to move on to that one. I just wanted to say, if a developer does see this, I'm really impressed with what one person can do. It's a bit rough around the edges, and I know some of the reviews are a bit rough on this one, but the fact that one person has managed to shame some of the bigger companies, I'd absolutely come back and give this one another try. It's a banger. It's an automatic in my top 10 indie RPGs. So yeah, go check this one out. Highly recommended.